All right. And I want to say thank you to everyone who's with us this evening. I'm Coach Carla Joy, and this is Friday night. It's Doctor's Orders. Now, every Friday night, we have an opportunity to actually talk about some health concerns. And on my own health journey, one of the things that I asked, and one of the most frequently asked questions that I get is, okay, so I have to eat better, but what am I going to eat? So, for those of you who've been on this journey with me, you know that every part of my journey, I dragged my buddy, Chef Karen, along with me, because as the founder of our company, the Juice Plus company, says, everybody needs a buddy. So I have a buddy, Chef Karen Carla, and she went with me on this journey. But she has some skills that I never had. And she is a whole food, plant based chef. And she has been blessing us every third Friday, teaching us one new recipe that we can use um, to enhance our healthy living journey. Now, keep in mind that the Juice Plus company has been around since 1970, and we introduced the Juice Plus in 1993, and so we're more than 30 years old. And it was because of a collaboration with Dr. Santillo, who had found that by preparing whole foods for his father, he was able to support his father's health. And he wanted to share that. And the Juice Plus company recognized that here we could get fruits and vegetables in a capsule. That's an easy way to get it into our system. And so we have fruits, vegetables, berries, and now we have also omegas in capsules so that we can bridge the gap between what we're eating and what we need to provide our bodies so that our bodies can heal themselves. Now, I usually give a whole presentation on what the Juice Plus products are, but we want to respect your time and we want to give as much time as possible to my buddy, Chef Karen Carla. So I'll turn it over to her, and maybe if you have questions afterwards, I'd be happy to answer them. So, Chef Karen, it's up to you.
Thank you. I'm sorry that I'm a little late, but technology is a wonderful thing
When it works.
when it works. um, I haven't given this a name, but we're going to call it chickpea, chocolate chickpea snacks. Now, in the midst of doing this, I realized that I could have added something else, but I'm putting the cart before the horse. What I'm doing is we have chickpeas. And I have, wait a minute, let me see. Can you guys see this? Can you see
Yes,
that?
we can. Yes, we can.
Okay. So I have my trusty dusty bowl, and I'm going to put the chickpeas in it. This is a very quick and simple recipe. It is a can of chickpeas, 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, and 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, and a tablespoon of sesame seeds. That's the whole recipe right there. But what I thought earlier, just now, you could probably use the chocolate shake. But since I already got all of this set up, we're just going to go with this. but I'm thinking you could do the same thing. 2 tablespoons of the chocolate shake instead of the cocoa. But like I said, I already got this set up. So we're taking 2 tablespoons of cocoa. I'm mixing it into the, I'm sorry, mixing it into the chickpeas and we're stirring it, mixing
Interesting.
it together well. This is a very quick and simple recipe. It's like before you start it good, you're almost done. I'm kind of eyeballing this with 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. Mixing it well together. Then, let me finish mixing it. Then you take your sesame seeds. You're supposed to take a tablespoon of it, but I'm eyeballing it. Mix that together. You preheat your oven to 400 degrees. You're going to bake it for about,
We can't see your face. Sorry.
oh, sorry. You're going to bake it for about 30 to 35 minutes because you want it a little crunchy. What happened?
No, I'm just going to ask you a question.
Oh, okay. 30 to 35 minutes. Basically to your taste. Do you want it like a little softer or do you want it crunchy or do you really, really want it crunchy? But you got to make sure you don't burn it. That would not be good. Okay. Yes, Carla.
So, what are we putting it on to put it in the oven? I'm anxious to
Say that
see.
again.
What are we putting it on to put it in the oven?
Okay, I was getting to that part. You take a whatever tray or
Baking sheet?
baking sheet, whatever, but you're gonna put it onto parchment paper. I'm gathering you could use tinfoil, but we're gonna do parchment paper.
Okay, let's see you do it then. Since I was a little previous.
Not you. Okay, so we're gonna pour it onto the parchment paper. We're gonna spread it out. Can you see that?
Oh, yes.
You're gonna spread it out. And we're going to do the magic of TV. You put this in. Since I didn't want the other one to burn, you pull it out.
Wow.
Now, I let this cook Oh, I can put this up here now. You're supposed to let it stay in for about 30, 35 minutes. But like I said, let it stay. It depends on how you want it. If you want it on the soft side, let it stay till about 25 minutes. But if you want it on the more crunchier side, 35 to 30, no, I said that wrong. 30 to 35 minutes. I'm just gonna put it in my fingers and hold it up. Hold on.
So it's like a brittle, like a nut brittle.
Not that well. Right now, it's kind of sticking together. That's because of the the cocoa and the syrup. But it can be like a brittle, or it's just
Yeah, like a brittle.
yeah. So I have the sweet tooth. It's not as sweet as I would like it, but it might be just fine for everybody else. So I'm thinking that if you put too much syrup in it, I'm sorry, trying to talk with stuff in my mouth. It's too much liquid and it's not going to stick. So if you want it sweeter, I'm thinking to put maybe some sugar in the raw on to help it to get a little sweeter. Now, like I said, I haven't tried it with the um chocolate
Complete
shake,
shake. Mhm.
but that may give it the sweetness because I like the chocolate shake with nothing in it. So that may give it the sweetness that I like. So that is it.
Okay, show us the pan again. Okay, back up a little bit because it's in the shade. There you go. All right. Well, thank you, Karen. Thank you
You
so
are
much.
so welcome.
Now, before we let you go, because we don't always get this opportunity, and we have a little time, do you think that in 5 minutes you could tell us a little bit about your journey, just the short version?
Okay. I'm sorry. I forgot to set the timer. Okay. Well, um, I'm I'm going to assume that I was sick for most of my life because I've always had something going on. I had high blood pressure, high cholesterol, pre-diabetes, chronic constipation, sciatica, yeah, all of that wonderful stuff. And in, I would say, my early 40s, yeah, I'm gonna say my early 40s, I started really having sciatica really bad. And to the point where the doctor put me on a 6-week bed rest. Wasn't allowed to get out of bed just to go to the bathroom, get something to eat. That was all I could do. And during that time, um, Carla, my buddy, was trying everything. She dragged me everywhere to see how I can get this, this, the pain to stop. I was in so much pain where times I just couldn't bear it. So anyhow, make a short story. I'm supposed to be short about this. Forgot about that part. Anyhow, so she what's it? Jennifer. Jennifer told Carla about Juice Plus. Carla told me about Juice Plus, and Carla, as you know, Carla loves to talk. It's like, I don't care, just give it to me. I need this pain needs to stop. So I started taking Juice Plus in about, I would say about 2 to 3 weeks. The pain went away. Um, all of my blood levels started becoming normal. And went to my doctor. You know, you go to the doctors and they take your blood every 3 months and blah, blah, blah. So about a year after that, I'm kind of jumping all over the story, but anyhow, a year after that, um, I got a little note from my doctor that's saying all my blood works are normal. And I didn't tell her that I was taking Juice Plus and not taking her medicine. So she's very proud of herself at this point. And when I got my little letter that said everything was wonderful, I then informed her that I did not take any of her medicine. I took Juice Plus. She was not happy with me. Um, but I was great. Now, just to go back a little bit, I was telling you about the pain in my body. Took the Juice Plus 3 weeks. I called Carla, hysterically crying, and I'm like, something's wrong. I'm not in pain. Now, something's wrong when you're crying that you're not in pain. But that's what happened. So, Juice Plus for me, um, I cannot, I cannot see myself. I mean, unless they come up with something better, and I seriously doubt that will happen. I can't see myself not taking it. It has literally saved my life. And the only time that I am in pain is when I've eaten something I had no business eating. So we're working on that part. So that's it.
Thank you so much, Chef Karen. I just really appreciate you, your transparency. You know, it's not every day that people would admit that, oh, yeah, I am feeling pain, but I know exactly why it was that meal that I ate on such and such a day.
Yep.
And, you know, here we get to be transparent. We're not trying to out anybody, and we just really want people to know that we are real people. We have real issues, real pains, and that we can actually trace them back to the 6 pillars of health. And if we're not doing as well as we should be doing, that if we would change those 6 pillars of health, we can work on them. And that's one of the reasons why we do the Shred 10. Now, I want you guys to be able to tell Mama Ruthie that that I didn't keep you over the allotted time. So I'm just going to see if there's anyone who has any questions or comments, and then I will start the wrap up, reminding you of some upcoming events and what you can do to improve your health, and that we'll be back here next Friday again, talking about health topics so that we can all move forward and bring a friend who may need to hear this information. So I'm going to pause. If you wish to make a comment or ask a question, you can unmute yourself.
I have a question. Hello, everyone. Um, I came on a little late. So, what was it that you were making, Karen?
Sorry. Um, there is not really a name. I'm just calling it chocolate. Um, what did I say?
Chocolate chickpea treats.
There you go. Chocolate chickpea
Uh,
treats. There, there's not an official title to it. But
So was it the whole chickpea or was it chickpea flour?
no, chickpea. Open up a can of chickpeas, put it in a colander, rinse it.
Okay.
I forgot to tell you that part. Rinse it, let it dry a little, put it in a bowl, put the Hershey 2 tablespoons of Hershey chocolate, 2 tablespoons of the maple syrup, 1 tablespoon of the sesame seed, mix well, pour it into your cookie sheet, whatever sheet you got, uh, what you call that stuff?
Parchment paper.
Parchment paper?
Parchment paper. This time of night, the time for me to go to bed, y'all. Parchment paper, put it on 400 and let it cook. It's kind of to your taste. If you like it a little softer,
Mm-hmm.
about 25 minutes. If you want it more crunchy, I would say 30 to 35 minutes. I wouldn't go over that. You will have a burnt offering.
Right. So
I knew she was gonna
I
say
got
that.
I got a name for you.
Well,
I got a name for you. So you can call it chickpea brownie bites.
okay. Okay.
I
Yeah.
Sounds,
kind of like that one.
yeah, sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Any more
Also
questions or
forgot to
comments?
excuse me. She also forgot to tell you that you could switch out the cocoa with the chocolate shake.
True.
Yeah.
I have not tried it yet, so I can't swear on that. But I can't see why it wouldn't work. Girl, if anybody's venturous, go for it.
They go for it.
Yeah. See, unfortunately, I cannot have a whole lot of sweets in my house.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Me either. Question.
so if this is one batch. We got another batch in the oven cooking. We don't need a third batch. Thank you.
Question.
Yes,
Yes.
Can you replace the syrup with honey? Not honey. Yeah, with honey.
I am thinking no. The reason I'm saying that is that honey might burn.
Ah, okay.
Now, after it's cooked, see, this is something you would have to play with. After it's done, I can't see why you can't put honey over it. Sprinkle, not a whole lot, just sprinkle over it, drizzle over it.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to like turn the oven off and then put it back in there for a couple of minutes, that may work. But I haven't tried it, so I can't swear on it.
Okay.
Okay, so that's
Try
our
it, let me
homework.
know.
Variations, right, Chef?
Yep,
That's our homework.
yep.
Okay, so
And
we can
let me know.
report on.
Take pictures. Let me know.
Awesome. All right. Any final questions, comments?
Yeah, what are the 6 pillars of health? Thank you, Karen.
Thank you so much for reminding me. So, one of the things that the Juice Plus company has taught us is that we can make a difference in our health. And the 6 pillars of health came out of some education materials that they provided. So I call it water, walking, sleeping, de-stressing, detoxing your environment, and whole food, plant strong eating. So, water, walking, sleep, de-stressing, detoxing your environment, and whole food, plant strong eating. So if you have more questions about that, please know that we'll be back here next Friday. If you're interested in the upcoming presentation for Thursday evening, where there'll be two physicians talking about health and nutrition, and it's an opportunity to invite your medical professionals to an event. We will get that out to you. Jennifer may already have sent it to many of you, but anyone else, if you're interested in that, just put MD in the chat, because we want our medical professionals to hear other medical professionals talk about the role of nutrition, because nutrition is not taught, the things that we know is not taught in medical school. And so what we have to share is really life transforming for our medical professionals and for everyone else. And we also usually have a Monday night call. So if you're interested in hearing more about the opportunity to join our mission to transform lives and inspire healthy living around the world, we'd love to have you join us on our Monday night call. So any other questions before we go? All right, if you have additional questions, please ask the person who invited you. We'd be happy to partner with you to continue education, because that's why we're here. We want everyone to know this information so that they can make an informed decision, because the more you know, the better decisions that you can make. And we're here every Friday, and what we encourage people to do is unmute
Eat more
yourself.
fruits and vegetables.
And vegetables.
That's right. Thank you so much for coming, and we'll see you here again next Friday. Thank you.
Good night, all. Have a
Good
good
Good night,
night, y'all.
everybody.
Good seeing everyone.
Thanks for
Hi, Joy
coming.
Bob.
And don't forget to tell Auntie Ruthie what time we ended.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.